Hi there, I'm Kathy, and welcome back to the Grief Recovery series here on the Grace Over Guilt channel. If you've been looking for grief support, chances are you've probably come across different programs. Maybe you've heard of GriefShare or therapy and support groups, and maybe you've even heard of grief recovery as well. One of the most common assumptions people make is that grief recovery and GriefShare are the same thing. So if you're wondering, what's the difference between grief recovery and GriefShare? You're actually not alone. It's a question I hear all the time. So today we're actually going to break it down. What is grief recovery? What is GriefShare? And how do you know which one is right for you? So let's start with GriefShare because it's one of the most well-known grief support programs, especially in faith-based communities. So GriefShare is Christian-based. It's a video-driven support group designed to help people navigate the loss of a loved one. Each session typically includes a video lesson featuring pastors, grief counselors, and individuals who have experienced loss themselves, providing insight and encouragement. After the video, there's a group discussion where participants can share their thoughts and personal experiences in a supportive environment. The program also includes a workbook with devotional readings and journaling prompts to help participants reflect and process their grief between sessions. It's structured similarly to a Bible study, so GriefShare is often hosted in churches or other faith-based settings, which makes it a great option for those who find that sort of comfort in spiritual encouragement and community support as they navigate the loss of a loved one. So how is grief recovery different? So while GriefShare is a faith-based support group focused specifically on the loss of a loved one, grief recovery is a structured, action-based process designed to help people heal from any type of loss. And here's something you might not know. There are actually more than 40 different types of losses we can experience in a lifetime. Grief recovery isn't just about talking through emotions. It's about taking real, practical steps towards healing. It helps you uncover and address unresolved grief, providing step-by-step guidance to process pain and move forward without guilt or regret. Unlike traditional support groups, the grief recovery method is designed to help you actively work through loss, whether it's the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, a major life transition, or any other type of grief. And another key difference is that grief recovery isn't based on a specific religious framework, which means it's open to anyone, regardless of background or beliefs. Grief recovery is not just about sharing what you're feeling, it's about taking action so that grief doesn't keep holding you back. All right, so let's break it down. GriefShare is a faith-based support group that's centered around Christian teachings and video lessons. It's designed to help people process the loss of a loved one through group discussion and spiritual encouragement. If you're looking for a program that integrates faith and community support as you navigate grief, GriefShare may be a great fit. Grief recovery, on the other hand, is non-religious and open to everyone. It's an action-based, step-by-step healing process that isn't just about sharing emotions. It's about taking tangible steps to process unresolved grief and move forward in a healthy way. And unlike GriefShare, it's designed for all types of loss, not just death. So whether you're grieving a divorce, a career change, a major life transition, a health diagnosis, or even the loss of identity, grief recovery gives you the tools to work through it. So while GriefShare is great for faith-based emotional support after the loss of a loved one, grief recovery is for anyone looking for a structured way to process any kind of grief, whatever that looks like in your life. So how do you know which one to choose? Well, you can ask yourself, did I lose a loved one and want a Christian-based support group in a group setting? If so, GriefShare might be the perfect fit. Am I grieving something other than death? Divorce, job loss, a dream that didn't happen, a major life transition. If that's you, grief recovery will support those types of losses. Do I want a structured program that helps me take action in my healing? If so, grief recovery might be the better choice. At the end of the day, both programs can be helpful. It really just depends what you're looking for. If you're considering grief recovery and want to learn more, I invite you to explore our grief recovery programs at graceoverguilt.org. And no matter where you are in your journey, just remember, your feelings are valid. You don't have to do this alone, and healing is possible. And as always, I want you to know you are seen, you are loved, you are not alone. Until next time, take care of your heart and take care of each other.